Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Roysum. I'm super excited to finish, for now, our new series on time constants. In the last 4 episodes, we have discussed moisture and temperature changes in both webs as well as wound rolls. This week we do something very different. That is to describe how long it takes for a wound roll to get out of shape during storage and handling. There are many storage and handling issues that are time dependent. For example, a roll set on the floor can develop a flat spot, sometimes called a flat tire roll. If the roll is in core supported storage, it can go egg-shaped. That is why some paper mills slowly but continuously turn their parent rolls for the few hours they might be in the buffer between the paper machine and the rewinder. I report on this in the advanced section of my winding class. A baggy socks roll can happen when rolls are stored on the end. A final example is squashing a roll, perhaps even causing a core crush when it is in clamp trucks. This behavior is mostly due to interlayer sliding. An exception is when loose fibers bend and slide on a microscale. All of this behavior is extremely complex. As such, they are very rarely studied and published. I will give but a single example that I'm personally aware of because I personally directed the brief demonstration. The question is, how long can you set a roll on the floor before it gets a noticeable flat spot? The specific situation is a master roll of tissue. I was called in to troubleshoot web breaks at a tissue converter, and I noticed master rolls sitting on the floor. I knew, or at least strongly suspected, that having a flat spot caused tension variations, a known cause of breaks, as the roll was unwound at higher speeds. So I asked the operator, why are the rolls sitting on the floor? He replied that an engineer told him that it was okay as long as it wasn't sitting on the floor for more than 30 minutes. So I did an experiment. Rolls that sat on the floor for 30 minutes had a 2-foot wide permanent flat spot. So we did an experiment. We set the roll on the floor just long enough to see that the crane hooks were unloaded and then lifted it back up again. That would be the shortest time span in storage of about 10 seconds. The permanent flat spot was 1 foot long. So the answer for this example is probably less than a minute, though your results may vary greatly depending on material, wound roll size, wound roll tightness, as well as storage method. Creep is the change in length at a constant stress. The mirror image stress relaxation is a change in stress at a constant strain. These permanent viscoelastic effects are very slow compared to common elastic behavior that is nearly instantaneous. I say nearly instantaneous because the stresses travel at the speed of sound in the material and thus are not truly instantaneous. Both of these occur in wound rolls in a couple of forms. First, the roll stresses will relax with time. Second, for thicker materials, most webs will develop roll set curl. These behaviors are exceedingly temperature and moisture dependent. Unfortunately, studies of such behaviors in web handling are extremely uncommon. My co-author of the Web Handling Handbook, Dr. Dylan Jones, has a small section in one of his papers on curl showing the time and temperature dependence of roll set curl. He referenced to other web handling studies from a couple decades prior. There's also a small amount in my Winding Machines, Mechanics, and Measurements book. There may not be much more. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of time-dependent stress and strain changes in a wound roll. This ends, for now, our series on time-dependent web handling behavior. If you have a topic you would like to hear about, let me know in the comment section below. If you found anything interesting or useful here, please like and share and subscribe. See you next time.